All right. So if you're new to tapping, just follow along by looking at where I'm tapping. How many people raise your hand if you're new? And new enough that you need to look at my hand to find the point. Okay, nobody really. Okay. So we're tapping on the karate chop point, and we're going to be spending a few minutes there and then moving on rather quickly through the other points. Even though I'm overwhelmed by this election result, and you can say that along with me or just breathe and feel. And certainly you're always welcome to change the words to suit you. So even though I feel overwhelmed, I've had enough of this man. I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I feel infuriated that this country, I guess my country, voted for this man. And part of me just wants to say, what's wrong with you people? I can't imagine this really happened. I guess the first layer of grief is denial. And that's partly what I'm experiencing. This can't have happened. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and it'll be a different result. It's just unbelievable. So even though I have this incredulous shock, I love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I feel a deep sense of sadness and alienation and worry about the people who are going to be impacted. I love, honor, and accept myself. And all of these feelings, all of my feelings. I've got a lot of feelings about this. Number one, it's hard to believe this actually happened. What were we thinking? Yeah, what were they thinking? I wasn't thinking this way. Haven't we had enough of this man? Hasn't he proven that he's a false prophet? What else do people need to wake up? And I feel afraid of what the hell is going to happen in the next 4 years. The amount of hatred that spews from this man. The amount of power he and his administration are all set up to have. Having won the Senate, the Supreme Court, this is like a tragedy. A clusterfuck. It's hard to imagine being peaceful and happy for the next 4 years. To go back to some kind of normal life. Part of me thinks I shouldn't. Like it wouldn't be responsible to my fellow human beings that I need to suffer in solidarity with the people who are going to be suffering because of this administration. And even though a part of me believes that it's my responsibility to suffer, To show my connection and solidarity. What if the opposite is just as true? What if the greatest gift I can give people who are victims of this is being an example of someone who's not impacted, whose life is not governed by the government? What if nothing can take away my peace of mind? Does that mean I'd be too much of a rock? Too detached and removed from what's going on? Again, is it my responsibility to suffer because of this? Do I have a choice? Right now, it feels like I must be upset. And maybe I'll stay that way for a while. And maybe I will move on with my life. Spend a part of my time and energy helping others. But maybe I will find my way with this and move on with my life and find a balance of compassion, maybe some social activism. But whatever it is, I will find my way. And that way can include being a happy person. Otherwise, I'm giving my power to a man I detest. Do I want to give him control of my happiness? It's okay to be shocked right now. But I am going to soften. I am going to relax. And I'm going to have hope and vision. And I'm going to see some amazing good that comes out of this. Like what came out of the injustice of the Vietnam War. An incredible social movement. Some of the best music of the times. Some great drugs. A beautiful counterculture with tremendous creativity and higher consciousness that was birthed out of adversity. I wonder what will be birthed out of this adversity. I choose to trust the process. I choose to trust that this may be the highest good of all. Not that I have to see the proof of it first. Not that I have to know what it's going to look like. But it does bring me peace of mind. To think that everything's for the best. And part of me says, God, that sounds so naive. Quit it with the spiritual mumbo jumbo. Get down to earth. There's an autocrat in power of the most powerful country on earth. And we're all victims of that. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe on some level, we're all learning something about life together. Does one person have power over the whole human species? Even though it sure looks that way, there are higher forces at work. And I'm putting my trust in the higher power that sees a big picture at work and is playing the long game. So I'd like to join my vision with the higher vision. And if not see the long game, just to trust that there is a long game. And I'm allowing myself to feel more peace about this. And to take my time, but to get to a place of acceptance. That doesn't mean it's okay with me. Doesn't mean I have to approve. That's ridiculous. I voice my concern, and I will do what I can do to say yes to my values and help build a new world. And I'm going to choose to put my trust that there is a new world being born. And Donald Trump is part of the contractions. And I'll just keep squeezing and breathing in body, mind, and spirit.